Welcome to the Orange County Football Officials Association. I'm Mark Andrews. I'm the instructional chairman for OCFOA. Andy Brewer will be instructing your first year class. Andy and I are committed to providing quality instruction to our new officials. We've been working together since the beginning of 2017 to come up with an instructional program that's geared specifically to your needs, and we think you're going to like it. If you're like I was when I began officiating over 10 years ago, you are feeling a mixture of excitement and fear. That's an entirely normal way to feel, and there's not an official in this association who hasn't experienced those same feelings. You may be wondering what you can expect from the association, and what does the association expect from you? As to what you can expect from the association, you can expect games, training, support, and mentoring. The games will be assigned to you by our assigner, Paul Caldera. Paul will put you with two experienced officials to form a three-man crew. You won't be working with the same partners for every game, but you will always be working with two experienced officials. Each non-varsity game, which is often referred to as a weight game, has a referee, also known as a white hat, a head linesman, and a line judge. You will also have the opportunity to officiate youth football for Pop Warner and Junior All-American football on Saturdays, as well as flag football during the week. These youth and flag football games are a great way to get experience, work on your mechanics, and make some extra money. These youth and flag games are all assigned by various assigners who you will be introduced to. The training comes in a form of classroom, online, and on-field instruction. We'll have at least 2 and perhaps 4 meetings specifically for first-year officials in April and May. These meetings are not mandatory, but they will focus on fundamentals and therefore will be very valuable to new officials. There are also 6 general meetings starting in July and ending in October. These meetings are held on Wednesday evenings from 6:30 to 9 p.m. The meetings are held at Los Alisos Intermediate School in Mission Viejo. There will also be 2 makeup meetings at a separate site on a different day of the week, just in case you can't make some of the regular general meetings. You will be receiving emails containing all the specific dates for these upcoming meetings. The dates will also be posted on the OCFOA.org website and Arbiter Sports website. More about those later. We are also planning to have special on-field training for first-year officials only, where you will be working with instructors and mentors and officiating scrimmages at various high schools. This is a great opportunity to get real game experience without the pressures of an actual game. You'll get immediate constructive feedback from instructors and mentors. So now, what does the association expect from you? We expect you to begin to learn and understand the rules, mechanics, and philosophy of officiating NFHS football. We do not expect you to know the rules and mechanics in your first year, but we do expect you to begin to study the rules and develop good on-field mechanics by listening to the more experienced partners you have and your instructors. The rules are contained in the NFHS rulebook, which you will receive sometime in July. Along with the rulebook, you will receive a casebook. The casebook deals with specific situations on the field and will help you rule properly based on the rulebook. Lastly, you'll receive a mechanics book. The mechanics book describes proper positioning and interaction between officials by position. As a first-year official, you will start out at the head linesman position, and that position will be the focus of our instruction. You may also work as a line judge, but the mechanics for that position are very similar to the head linesman position, so that working as a line judge should not be a problem. In addition to the printed material that I've just discussed, we have a video library that contains detailed discussions of rule enforcement and proper mechanics. Those videos can be found on the OCFOA YouTube channel, which is linked below. We also have a website, which you've probably already been on, but just in case, it's OCFOA.org, and there's a wealth of information in the form of documents and additional videos. A link to the website can be found below. Each official in OCFOA is required to be certified every year in order to get a schedule for the following year. So, what do you have to do to be certified or be a member in good standing with OCFOA? Well, the first thing you have to do is attend at least 5 general meetings. Now, I've already gone over the meeting schedule. We have 6 regular meetings, 2 makeup meetings, and 4 spring meetings. We make it pretty easy to get to this requirement. The next one might scare you a little bit. We have a lot of tests in the beginning of the season. I'm going to help you with that. I make videos that go over all the tests, and all I ask is that you try to take the test and then watch the video and see which rules you don't understand. And finally, you've got to show up to your games. This is a big one. If you accept a game and you don't show up, that will definitely cause you to lose your good standing status with OCFOA. Before I wrap up, I want to talk a little bit about the equipment that you'll need to officiate football. Let's start with the uniform. As the old saying goes, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. When you walk out on that field and you look sharp, you immediately gain credibility with coaches, players, and fans. Keep your uniform clean and wrinkle-free, hair trimmed, and your face freshly shaved. Facial hair is fine, but a 5 o'clock shadow isn't. The way you present and carry yourself on the field can have a big impact on how you're perceived as a competent official. Let's take a look at the uniform you'll be wearing for non-varsity games. Before we look at the uniform, I'm excited to tell you that we put together a starter package that includes everything you need except for shoes with Honig Sports. That package includes a 2 1/4 inch striped shirt with an American flag over the left pocket. That flag is required, so if you purchase your own shirt, make sure that the flag is printed on the shirt or you have purchased a sewn-on flag patch. The starter package also includes black shorts with belt loops. Please note there is no white stripe on these shorts. Make sure they are all black. Next, a black cap with white piping. A black elastic down indicator. 2 blue bean bags. 2 yellow penalty flags. You're probably wondering why you have 2. Well, you may run into a situation in a game where you've already thrown a penalty flag and you have another penalty that occurs before the play ends. You'll need that second flag. The package also includes a Fox 40 whistle with a lanyard, a 1 3/4 inch black belt, and finally 2 cloth chain clips. Well, that does it for the equipment that comes with the starter package from Honig's. Now let's talk about some optional equipment that you'll probably want to get either through Honig's or through another retailer. You're going to need a watch, and not just any watch. This watch needs to support several timing features that you may be required to do, such as keeping the time on the field should the clock stop working. And you'll also need the ability to count down 25 seconds if you're in charge of the 25-second count during the game. The watch I'm showing here is the Timex Expedition T49-851. This is a really nice watch for $35 on Amazon. It has a vibrating alarm so that the teams can't hear your alarm go off, and it will keep track of several different timers at once. Very comfortable to wear. I wore one all last season. I have no, skin in the game. I don't represent Timex, but this is a really nice watch for the money. You'll need all black or nearly all black shoes. The shoes are very important for your comfort and safety on the field. Proper shoes should have very good lateral support, and cleats should be avoided. The type of shoe shown here is known as a turf shoe. There are very small rubber protrusions which help with traction but also allow you to pivot. You will do a lot of sidestepping while officiating, so lateral strength and stability in the shoe is really important. You'll need a black undershirt, sleeved or sleeveless, to wear under your striped shirt. Most officials find that the microfiber type of shirt is the most comfortable, and they appreciate the fabric's ability to wick away sweat. Lastly, you'll need white crew socks like the ones shown. So now let's talk about some optional equipment and practical equipment that you'll want to bring to the field. So our first optional item is a finger whistle. You can see this is a Fox 40 whistle. It's the exact same whistle that you have around your neck on the lanyard. And you're probably wondering, well, why would I need a finger whistle? Well, the reason is that proper whistle mechanics dictate that the lanyard whistle is in your mouth as the play is about to begin. Now, this is so that you can blow the whistle if there is a false start, an encroachment, what are known as dead ball fouls. Don't worry about that. We're going to cover that in depth in the class. But once the ball is snapped, you're supposed to spit that whistle out. And now it's hanging around your neck. And if you then need to blow the whistle to kill the play, a lot of times it's kind of hard to find that thing, around your neck. The finger whistle makes it more convenient, and it also gives you a second or two to decide, do I really want to blow that whistle? And a lot of officials find that very convenient. Our next optional item is sunglasses. Now, for years, football officials were discouraged from wearing sunglasses, but that's not the case anymore. We realize that with the incidence of cancers of the eye, that UV protection is important. I'd encourage you to wear a pair of glasses that are designed for sport, like these particular glasses here. Certainly you don't have to buy Oakley's, but something that will stay on your face and not move around is perfectly acceptable. Next thing you might want to consider is some sort of equipment bag. This can be a real lifesaver. You can pack this thing ahead of time with all your gear, especially if you're working and you're going to be changing your clothes on your way to the game or at the game, whatever it might be. Keep all your stuff in this bag. It's also practical to purchase a bag that will be large enough so that when you start to work varsity games, you are able to carry all of your uniform and your toiletries in this bag. Now, I want to be clear here. For non-varsity games, you're expected to arrive at the field dressed. But for varsity games, we arrive in our street clothes, we dress at the game, and then we shower afterwards. Get a bag that's big enough to accommodate those needs. The next thing we'll talk about is sunscreen. Again, something that you definitely want to use. Our games usually start around 3 o'clock. It's very easy to get sunburned. The youth games that you'll do on the weekends, if you decide to do those, can occur any time of the day. So sunscreen, really important. So this handsome devil is Andy Brewer, your first year instructor. Andy is wearing a non-varsity official's uniform. Let's go over each component. Andy's wearing a black hat with the white piping. We've got a 2 1/4 inch white and black striped shirt, black undershirt. He's got his game card and a pen in his pocket. We'll talk about game cards later, guys. He's got a whistle on a lanyard and a finger whistle. He's got his down indicator on his right wrist and his watch on his left wrist. He's also wearing a sweatband. That's optional. Black shorts, black belt. You'll also notice Andy is carrying a blue bean bag on the left side of his pants and a penalty flag on the right side. Now, in varsity, we ask that you carry 2 blue bean bags, and the penalty flag can be either on the right-hand side as Andy has it. A lot of people put it in the center, right over their belt buckle. It's really a matter of personal preference. You'd also have a penalty flag in your back pocket. That's that second one that we talked about earlier. Well, that'll do it for this introduction to OCFOA. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either Andy or myself. There are going to be lots more instructional videos to come. And if you'd like to check out any of our previous instructional videos, click on the link in the upper left-hand corner. If you'd like to subscribe to the OCFOA YouTube channel, just click on my picture and click on the subscribe button on YouTube. I hope you all have a great season. I know you will. This is Mark Andrews signing off.